now rap going to change. No, they are still literally all I seen all day long was going viral was videos of Sexy Red and Lotto twerking on the joint, Lotto having a moment with Cass and that, and ISO Speedy doing a smell test. Like, bro, them girls sometimes it's not about music because these people resonate with their audience through their personalities now, through the culture. And when we talk about personalities, of course, your personality is attached to the culture. It don't have nothing to do with your skill level of rap.
And shit, shout out to Doechii and narrating the Nike commercial with all the women in there.
Oh, that was her. That was her. I didn't know that was her.
Like I said, everybody got their own lane, so I don't think you.
The only thing that kind of upset me a little bit with the Doechii situation is I listened to her new song Nosebleed, and I kind of felt bad for Nicki.
What?
Because it sounded like Nicki Minaj, bro. The whole entire song sounded like Nicki Minaj. Like this literally sounded like if I wouldn't have told you who this was, and I just played it and like tell me who this is, and you wasn't familiar with Doechii, you would have thought this was Nicki Minaj. Mm-hmm. Like I'm talking about literally, you can literally go for anybody who haven't heard it. Go listen to Doechii new song that she put out called Nosebleed, and that junk literally sound like a Nicki Minaj song. And that's all I kept thinking about. But Nicki has already used all her crash outs, so you kind of can't crash out on this girl because you done used all your crash outs on Lotto and Meg and Cardi and all of them.
But can you crash out? I mean, that's just somebody using that. That's a student of the game.
No, listen to what I'm telling you. If Nicki Minaj didn't already use all her good crash outs on Meg and all of them, I promise you, she could crash out on this Doechii thing because Doechii is getting celebrated at such a high level for being literally a common copy of Nicki Minaj. Like, listen to what I'm saying. Like, sometimes like when we talking about for other female rappers, yeah, they make from the looks like their poses they may have done on album covers or whatever the case may be. You can sit here and say, oh, Nicki took this from Lil Kim, or Cardi and Lotto and all of them was inspired by Nicki Minaj. Cool, visualize. We talking about visual, but I'm talking about actually listening to the song. I'm talking about how she changed her voices, the tones, all of that. I'm like, bro, this is Nicki Minaj just reincarnated to a TDE artist. I'm telling you, if Nicki Minaj did not use, and nobody would be mad at Nicki. If you go listen to that Nosebleed song, I guarantee you'll listen to it and you'll be like, oh yeah, I get what Mikey's saying. I wouldn't be mad at Nicki if she just completely just spazzed out on Doechii one day. Like she just woke up and just went absolutely crazy. But she already used all her good crash outs on Cardi and Meg and Lotto and them for just them having cultural impact, cultural success. But we talking about just real live Grammy Awards and all of these other accolades of all these podcasters and radio hosts championing this girl. You are championing somebody for literally taking Nicki's whole entire swag. Like I can't, like it's no way you can listen to that joint and be like, damn, dog. Like I'm literally listening to that. That's all I can real live really hear is like, this is really just a great knockoff of Nicki Minaj. And people going to champion it. So, I mean, like I said, it is what it is. My only thing for some people, I would sit here and say, if you are of a certain age, especially when you get older and you up in your 40s or in your late 30s, sometimes it's okay to sit here and be like, maybe I only could listen to rap music in the car or on my way to a turn up or in the gym or something, and maybe not try to listen to it all day, every day, because it may just not be for you. And if you not like, I can't relate to half of the stuff some of these youngins be talking about because that's just not my age, but I can still appreciate it. If the hook crank or the beat catchy enough or they saying something crazy enough that I may have heard before, cool, I'm going to bang it, I'm going to let it rock. Or if it got a fire TikTok dance to it 9 times out of 10, or I'm like, cool, this is fire, I'm going to like it, whatever the case may be. So, I mean, like I said, it's hard to kind of tell people because I understand how people grew up on hip-hop and you don't want to let it go. But I do think realistically, we talking about just, especially if it's hard critiques like the one Kanye tried to give, I think it just got to be an age limit on that. Like if I heard a bunch of 20-year-olds saying what Kanye said, then cool, I get it. I can respect it a little bit more. But again, I can't respect it even like with my homegirl. I'm like, all right, you complain about Sexy Red, but you won't even give Doechii a chance. Like that to me, and that's the people that kind of like it throw me off a little bit. Like there's no way you can not like Sexy Red, or you hate. Let's say not you not like Sexy Red. Let's say if you got a disdain for Sexy Red, you can't sit here and be like, man, I hate Sexy Red. I hate everything Sexy Red stand for, but won't even give Doechii an honest listen. You're a part of the problem then, because you're engaged with Sexy Red enough to know what you don't like about her, but you won't engage with Doechii enough to even give her a fair chance. Like that to me, just like that kind of just don't make sense. But again, like I said, that to me, that's just hip hop. That's kind of just people in general in a nutshell, where how we're so hypocritical with just our takes and what we trying, like people really don't even be wanting to do their homework. And I kind of, while we just on music real quick, I'm not gonna lie to you. shout out to people who are really Larry June fans. I can't do it though. Like I'm not gonna lie. 2 Chainz was rapping his ass off, and I'm just like, every time a Larry June verse come on, I'm like, bro, this shit too slow for me. Like his voice just drag out too much. It's just like I'm cool. Like I listened to it enough to understand what 2 Chainz did. 2 Chainz understood the assignment. 2 Chainz came on there. He came on there to rap. Like 2 Chainz was barring it completely up. He was punchlining it to death. But dog, I'm cool. Like I just couldn't like that. Just that. Oh my! Every time Larry, I'm talking about like, bro, it was not a pocket, not a verse that I was like, all right, cool. This was like I could tolerate. I couldn't, dog. I'm sorry. Like shout out to Larry June. Shout out to his fans who actually like that style of music. I kind of at this point when I was listening to it, I was like, damn, 2 Chainz. I would have kind of wished 2 Chainz would have did this. Like you could have did this with like Benny the Butcher, or you could have realistically, to be honest, you could have did this with some of the younger street rappers and kind of made all of them get into this bag with you. Like he could have did the same project with like an ESTG or a Lil Baby or something. Like you kind of, I get it because Larry June isn't as popular. So like 2 Chainz reaching out to him and say, hey, I want to do a project with you. I understand that's probably easier to kind of lock in and get that done. But I was listening to it and I was just like, damn, who else wouldn't mind hearing 2 Chainz do this? Same exact beats, like the same exact. I'm talking about nothing had to change. But what other rapper would me personally prefer to hear 2 Chainz doing this with instead of Larry June? Okay, cool. Like if you really want to keep it in that underground pocket, cool. He could have did it with Benny the Butcher. I wouldn't have been mad at all. Like that to me would have probably been a perfect marriage for that one. Shit, or even if you would have wanted to do it with Dave East, cool. Because I feel like Dave East is one of them people where it's like hit or miss. Like, because he kind of one of the people who don't really know how, but he did. I forgot what was it, Joe. Davies got 2 projects that I really like of his, and I know I'm kind of all bouncing around all over the place. He got a joint. It's a purple cover, and it's like the cover is created like a redo of a Martin cover. It's that joint from him. I like that a lot, but that's a lot of soul samples and stuff like that where he really ain't coming up with the hook. So that's cool. Like I don't think some rappers, you just kind of got to know your strong suit and what you weak at, and that's one of the reasons why I respect Fabulous, because he just know his strong point ain't making hooks. It's just, I can rap. I'm not a great hook man. Just let me bang out. So I'm gonna either put a sample right here or I'm gonna put an R&B person right here. And I respect people who understand their strong suits. Davies is one of the people, he fighting what's his strong suit. But he did that project, and then he did a project with the white boy from Boston. I kind of really like that because that white boy from Boston really know how to make hooks and he can rap for real. So again, yeah, like I said, I know I'm all over the place. I'm bouncing around.